Well, here we are. 87 men killed, 58 men wounded, and 15 men missing, with only 14 men okay. So I effectively killed the entire enemy force. And it took a heck of a lot to get them to surrender. I've secured all of my objectives. The German armies failed all of my objectives. They only got a few points for enemy casualties, and that's it. This was a bit of a pain in the ass. But as you can see, we covered the entire map according to plan. Everything worked beautifully. And as we move up, you can see some of those bunkers are still alive, but they're empty. Nothing survives in it. I got a few teams way out back. They're mostly scavenging up dead bodies and things like that, trying to buddy aid some casualties. Now, that platoon on the left was going to move up and meet up with the other platoon up ahead, but they ran into their own problems. And in the meantime, we made contact with a bunch of enemies around a trenched-in position in the back of the town. These little M5 tanks showed up, and they managed to put paid to that trench position rather quickly. This guy in the back came under close assault, but eliminated everybody on the backside. Now I got some infantry moving into position. This was mostly just for mopping up. Had some weapons teams moved up as well. Now these are the only remaining enemies on the entire map. Although it does say 14 men okay, so there's probably somebody, I think, exited during the battle. But those guys are still here. They're pinned, they're panicked, they're not going to be much use any longer. And these are the bazookas I moved up, took out that bunker, and a couple light machine gun teams. It worked out pretty well as a little assault element. And I had some extra weapons teams to back them up if I needed. And I had an infantry platoon, regular old infantry platoon, moved in along with company HQ. Just to kind of pick off anybody who was still there. I mean, those guys in the corner, they probably weren't going to survive much longer at this rate. And rolled the tanks up, right up to the hedgerows so they could shoot through them. And that works pretty much according to plan. And this guy just went right in between. Because at this point I knew the enemy didn't have any anti-tank weapons, so I could basically do whatever I wanted. Look at that guy. This poor bastard. On the backside there was a couple more enemy squads, but aside from taking a couple of casualties in this squad here, my tank managed to clean everything up. I was going to have them turn around and do some buddy aid if the situation permitted, but the scenario ran out of time. Over here at the church, I've got a team in there. I've got all my teams over here in this compound in the back, according to plan. No further casualties coming in here. There was one German team that we cleaned up very quickly, and that was it. Further on through the town, we got the remains of another platoon. They were forming up to advance, but they didn't need to. And then far on the side here, my little sneaky submarine move came to grief because they ran right into a wall of anti-personnel mines. And one thing I did, you can see I moved my engineer teams up to try to spot and mark the mines, but to be honest, these guys don't seem to have the ability of the guys in shock force to just spot mines that are next to them. I did take one casualty, but I did manage to slow move the rest of my guys out of the minefield before they got hurt. But yeah, I was hoping to use engineers for actual engineer work, but it didn't really work out. And given that the tank showed up and all the other troops showed up, and also the wandering soldier bug I see is still happening. As you can see, his squad is all the way down there, but that one soldier is still way out there. So if you want a quick piece of advice, if you run into this problem, just double up your movement orders, and it should fix it pretty good. Because yeah, he decided to hang out all the way out back and do nothing.